Alright. Those of you who know me well would know. I failed my high school entrance exam. It felt humiliating and I was down in the dumps. It felt like all of my efforts were in vain. Not only did I study myself to death, I've also sacrificed my health and my social life. Sorry, I can't. I have to study. Sounds familiar? It's even more humiliating because I confidently stated that I will definitely pass and go to that school. Not the case. Believe it or not, that's not the only failure I've experienced recently. Have you ever invested every ounce of your being into something only to face crushing defeat? I certainly have. And it's a feeling that can shake you to your core. You see, as a child, I would immerse myself in various skills such as dancing, music, arts, and sports, hoping to find something I could excel at. However, over the years, my skill declined. The me who was the best turned into the me who became average or even worse. I actually believe I had talent in all of them. It felt like none of them were the stage meant for me to shine on. With all of this passion within me, I really thought I was destined to fly. I would go all out, I would try to outdo all the rest, and I would never stop. However, why do I always, in the end, why do I always have to settle for failure? It gets me wondering my purpose in life. Is it to constantly lose and fail? We often fear losing, whether it's in a tough competition or simply just a casual game among friends. I mean, I'm sure everyone in this room has felt the fear of losing or the fear of failure. Please, raise your hands if you can relate. Well, I guess that proves my point. We are humans after all, with our own feelings, our own pride, and our own ego. Now, everyone, this fear of losing, this fear of failure can hold us back from taking risks and exploring our full potential. It's like carrying a load of bricks from our bags. It's natural to want to succeed and avoid disappointments, but embracing the possibility of losing and overcoming it can actually open up to new opportunities for growth and learning. You know what they say, failures means progress, or it's okay to make mistakes. So, what if I tell you that there's a mechanism behind it? Today, I invite you all to a journey to explore the complex layers of the mechanism of losing. And maybe we can lift the burden a little bit. We can start removing the heavy bricks weighing us down one by one. Let's start by understanding what losing truly means. Simply put, losing, well, it means defeat. But that's wrong. It is defeat, but it's way more than that. It's like a maze of feelings and thoughts. Losing often exposes our vulnerabilities, but it's through embracing these vulnerabilities that we find resilience and strength. In the past, and even now, I often find myself overwhelmed by feelings of the fear of losing and the fear of failure. In competitions, I wonder why I could never place higher than second, even though I have worked so hard for it. For example, there was this piano competition I participated in where I felt so confident in my performance. However, despite countless hours of practice and pouring my heart into my playing, I ended up losing to someone with many noticeable mistakes during their performance on stage. losing to talent is one thing, but losing to privilege feels way more depressing. It felt like all of the hard work was in vain as others could achieve more with seemingly less effort. It felt disappointing. Maybe my friends will say I'm too ambitious. Maybe I try too hard, or maybe I'm just overconfident. But after experiencing these failures, setbacks, and moments of self-doubt, I've come to realize that these perceived flaws are simply just part of being human. They serve as reminders of my limitations and areas for growth. Because of these failures, I learned the importance of going through difficult times and the lessons that come with it. You too may face some setbacks. One may be harder than the others. You may lose in a board game, or you may keep on getting cancelled by your Gojek driver. Or maybe, in the future, you find yourself losing your job. Whatever it is, failure will never feel alright. But I'm here to remind ourselves that the man of the century, Albert Einstein, dropped out of school at the age of 15. It took till 32 for J.K. Rowling to be published for Harry Potter after being rejected by 12 publishers. Abraham Lincoln was a shopkeeper full of debt before he became president. Walt Disney was fired from a newspaper for lacking creativity and having no original ideas. I mean, these are just few individuals who can easily be labeled as a failure before achieving remarkable success. What I'm trying to say is, it is how we respond to failure that defines us. When we're not afraid to fail, we're more willing to step outside our comfort zones, try new approaches, and push the boundaries of what we thought was impossible. Failure can be a valuable teacher, providing insights and lessons that ultimately lead to a greater success in the long run. Now, I'm going to share with you 5 things that I found helpful. 1. Resilience. Resilience is the foundation of overcoming loss. It's like our mental and emotional superpower. You know those times when things just don't go our way? That's when resilience kicks in. It's not about pretending that everything is fine when it's not. Resilience is about finding the strength inside us to keep going, even though when things are really tough. We might stumble, we might feel sad or frustrated, but we don't stay down for long. It's about believing in ourselves and knowing that we have what it takes to overcome whatever life throws our way. 2. Adaptability. Life is unpredictable. Well, that's obvious. And resilience demands adaptability. I had to learn to accept change, to let go of my naive expectations and confront the unpredictable future with an open mind. I'm sure some of my friends, or perhaps even everyone in this room, has fear to the unknown future. But not only do we stress over about whether we will fail or not in life, or whether we will make the right decisions, it also challenges our sense of control and security. But with actively adapting, whether it's to the people or to your surroundings, we can go through this scary unpredictability together with ease and comfort. Number 4, which brings me to point number 3, optimism. It means believing that things will get better no matter what. It wasn't simple, and it may sound naive, but But by finding the light ahead, personally, I found the courage to keep going. Number 4, finding purpose in pain. Even though I didn't get accepted to the school I wanted, I believe that there are some benefits too. It allowed me to catch up on the national curriculum. I was able to make connections with like-minded friends. And it allowed me to understand myself better. So, and besides, when we fail at something, I see it as God looking over us. What looks like the desired success now could be bad for us in the future in God's view. So, for example, had I won the competition and gone to Hong Kong, I wouldn't be able to study as much as I did for my high school exam. So I see it as God looking over us, even though it feels disappointing to fail. Lastly, point number 5, perspective. The key is to reframe our perspective on losing. Instead of seeing it as a catastrophic outcome or the end of the world type of thing, we can see it as a chance to get feedback, refine our skills so that we can bounce back higher than before. I hope these points will help you as much as they help me. By adopting a mindset of resilience, adaptability, optimism, finding purpose in pain, and having a positive perspective, I believe we can go through the ups and downs of life with more confidence. Ultimately, losing is not just about defeat, and success is not just about achievements. Success is how high you can bounce back when you hit rock bottom. So, I challenge each of you to think about a time where you feel discouraged or when you fail, when you have setbacks. What can you do? What can you do with the experience to find meaning and purpose? How can you use it as a fuel to propel forward? Thank you so much for listening to my TED Talk.